What's poppin'? My name is Richie, and today I have 5 tools which will help you maybe in the future, maybe right now, or maybe they just speed up the process of you being a better creator. All of these things are not sponsored, so none of these is like paid to say that. That's very important, I think. And yeah, I all use them by myself, and they all help me a ton. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. Starting with number 1, we have the prop browser on the Fortnite Creative Headquarters website. So if you're unaware, Fortnite Creative Headquarters is a website where you usually upload maps and then people can find them there. And recently they just opened up the prop browser beta. So obviously it is still in beta, and that means there's not all galleries in there. And it also means that it is only for creators currently. So if you have a creator code, you can sign in on Fortnite Creative Headquarters and then use this. The owner, John, said that he's going to publish this obviously for everybody as soon as it's fully finished and fully completed. But till then, you have to be correct to use this, but it's still a very nice tool in general, and you have to definitely put it into your hotbar if you want to use this, because this is amazing. You ever wondered where you can find tables? You don't have to pull out all the galleries, look through all the galleries. You just type in table, and there you go. Tons of tables which come up, and you can choose which one you need, and then you can see exactly in which gallery they are. And this is obviously something that we need in Fortnite Creative. I don't know why this is not in Creative yet. I mean, the props in Fortnite Creative do not even have proper names. They're just like there. And definitely make sure to put that into your hotbar as soon as it comes up for everybody. This is going to be a huge thing, and it's amazing that something like this exists now. Number 2 is the Unreal Engine. I know, you want to keep that back for yourself, but guys, you really need to start learning the Unreal Engine right now. It is very important for you and your success in the future of Fortnite Creative to get starting knowing how the Unreal Engine works and how 3D editors in general work. I mean, it doesn't need to be the Unreal Engine technically, it can be basically any 3D editor, but it's important that you get used to working with an 3D editor. The reason for that, if you're unaware, Fortnite Creative is going to get a huge update in hopefully the next month, hopefully not years, but hopefully in the end of 2021. And that is going to be a huge update for Creative, which is going to be looking very similar to the Unreal Engine, which you're unaware is obviously the engine that Fortnite runs in. And it is going to be a very big step for a lot of people. It is going to be something very different from Fortnite Creative. It's still going to be probably easier than the actual Unreal Engine, but you should not wait until the day the Fortnite Creative 2.0 editor comes out and you will be overwhelmed with anything. So better start using the Unreal Engine now, start learning how to use it, start getting prepared for Creative 2.0, and in that fact, you can actually start off right when Fortnite Creative 2.0 comes out, and you can start off, be prepared, and start publishing maps so you don't fall behind. And some of you guys always tell me that they just started Creative a year ago and that they are like so behind everybody else. They all know the galleries and stuff like that. So now's your time. Fortnite Creative 2.0 is coming out in the future. That is confirmed. That is a thing. And we also know how it's going to look like. It's going to be very similar to the Unreal Engine, to the Unreal Editor. So just don't wait, start learning the Unreal Engine now, and you will not fall behind if it actually comes out. Number 3 is using a proper reference tool. This is one of the most important things that I preach like all the time if I do like tips on improving and people ask me how to improve. Use references, and obviously with references you should not have them like pulled on all over your screen with like the Windows default things. It is super annoying, so get a proper reference tool. I will obviously give you one right here, but you can basically use anything that you want. Like obviously, depending on which platform you're on, if you're not on PC or something, you might have not the option to use the same tool here. So you might have to look in the Android store or in the Apple store, whatever. But the one that I can give you and I can approve that is super good is Pure Ref. So this one is obviously free. You can download that on their site. There's a little thing where it says like put in money, but you can put in 0 if you don't want to spend any money on that. So just put in $0 or €0 or whatever. And then you can download it and you can put all your references on that tool and you can switch them around. You can even like get names to them, make the ones bigger, align them. It's a very nice tool and very helpful. So you don't have to have these like thousands of windows open to get your references. Number 4 on the list is something that if you're struggling to find inspiration, if you're struggling to find the right colors, this is something you should definitely look out for. And this is something that everybody can do. If you have a phone, if you are on PC, everybody can do that. And that is look up color schemes. One very cool color scheme site or color pattern site is colorswith2os.co. And all you can do here is basically start generating color patterns, and then you can use them for your maps. I know not everybody needs color patterns. If you already have something in mind, like a medieval map, you probably only want to use a few different color shades, so like browns, blacks, and I don't know, like very like old colors, you know. But if you are, doing something completely new and different, you might want to use a color scheme generator. And if you ever wondered why some people's maps just fit and they just look clean, it's probably because they use color schemes, or they thought of color schemes in their head. Obviously, some people can do that by mind and they can fit them perfectly together. But if you are someone that struggles with that, definitely use a color generator. It doesn't have to be this one right here, which I'm using, but it can be basically everyone. And you just generate a color and then try to stick to these colors that you have within the color generator. These are obviously used mainly for paintings and stuff like that. But if you want to use them for your maps, that will obviously help you a lot. Okay, last but not least, we have something that is super overlooked in the Fortnite creative community especially, and that is that Fortnite actually put out some guides, and they also put out some educational stuff on their own website, which is a little bit hard to find because it's on the Unreal Engine website and it's on like Google Docs. So it's a little bit hard to find, but if you go into the creative Discord, there's a new section which is called Educational Learning Resource Announcement. And if you go in there, there's 2 links that you can look up. There's one which is the creative guide. So this is the basic guide for Fortnite Creative, which is obviously very good. But since you guys are watching my channel, you guys are already pros at Fortnite Creative, so you don't really need that. But the other one which I put in here, which is Hour of Code Educational Guide. And that is basically computer science explained in Fortnite Creative, which I think is super cool because, I studied computer science and I could really relate with that. So it was super cool to see something like this. And it's a really, really helpful guide. They're like different lessons and stuff like that. There's like if statements explained in Fortnite Creative, which is something you really want to look into if you want to step up your Fortnite Creative game and your maps to see what you can build, especially for the mechanic side. This is something super helpful. And I would highly recommend checking this out if you struggle with like mechanics and stuff. It is not so much for the artistic stuff, but still helpful for that as well. So I highly recommend checking them out, and it's really well made as well. It is obviously something to learn. It's not like super easy YouTube tutorial or something. It is something to read, and it takes your own effort to do that. But if you really want to improve, I really think that you should definitely take a look into them and try them out as well. So with that being said, these are my 5 things that you definitely should consider looking into or using for Fortnite Creative. And yes, the props video comes, but it takes time, guys. Chill out, okay? It comes. And with that being said, I'll see you guys back in my next video. Hope you enjoyed this, and bye.